By the title of this video, you guys could already tell that this isn't going to be the regular get to know me video. This video is going to be specifically about you. Yes, you. I know. We often think more about other people than we do ourselves. In reality, we like to keep in touch with other people's lives by watching what they're doing, asking what they're doing, how they're doing. But we don't realize how we don't even ask ourselves how ourselves are doing, how we are doing mentally. Are we okay in our lives? Are we happy with our lives? Are we happy with who we are? We don't often ask these questions because we just don't think about it. We're too consumed into other people's lives, and yeah, it's okay to care about other people. It's okay to ask how other people are doing. It's okay to be motivated by other people. But at the end of the day, the only person that's going to make the life that you want is yourself. So it's important that you guys keep up with yourselves and who you want to be, and just take a day or a week or a whole month just to focus on yourself. Don't get involved in anyone else's life. Everything is going to be about you, because as human beings, we need that in our life. We need to be connected with ourselves in order to be happy, in order to complete our goals, in order to be who we are today. We want the best for other people, but we also want the best for ourselves. So this video is to get to know yourself and just be honest with yourself. These questions that I'm going to ask you are questions that are very important and that you should take into consideration in thinking to better yourself as a person and to move forward in your life and to complete your goals and to make the best life you possibly can for yourself. So before I ask these questions, I highly recommend that you guys get a pen, a pencil, a paper, go in your notes in your phone, put these questions down. If you don't want to do that, just go ahead and say these questions out loud to yourself and answer them yourself. Be honest with yourself. You being honest with yourself is only going to get you ahead. You being honest with yourself might not be the answers you want to hear, but you come in a realization that this is what you needed to hear in order to change that, or this is what you needed to hear to keep on going. So the first question, and I really think this is an important question to ask yourself: what does happiness mean to you? What is happiness to you? Is happiness waking up and going to work every day and being able to provide money for your family or for yourself? Is happiness going to the gym every day and completing that workout and feeling good about yourself? Is happiness going to visit that family member every weekend and putting that smile on their face? Is happiness making dinner for your family or sitting at the table and eating with your boyfriend or girlfriend every night? What does happiness mean to you? And everyone's going to have a different answer to this. But when you ask that question to yourself and you answer that, why is that your happiness? Why does that make you happy? This is going to work and being able to provide money for your family or for yourself. That means that you are happy when money is being made. Money is making you happy. That's what's keeping you going. If you're happy going to see your grandma and grandpa on the weekend, just seeing them and putting a smile on your face, knowing that they're doing well is what makes you happy. So caring for others is what makes you happy. Knowing what happiness means to you is so important, because that just shows what you need to stick around with in order to keep with that happy life, in order to keep going and be content with your life. So whatever that is, continue to do it. Have pride doing it. Who cares what other people say? If it makes you happy and it's making other people happy, or it's just making you feel good about yourself, keep doing it. And the next question I have is, how happy are you with your life right now? How happy are you with your life right now? Currently, from 1 to 10, are you a 1? Are you very unhappy with your life right now? You're going through a breakup, you're going through relationship problems, you're having problems with your parents, you're having work problems, you're having family problems, you're struggling financially. Or are you a 5? You're in the middle. You're so-so. You're feeling like everything's going fine, but it could be better. It could be more than what it is. Or are you a 10? Are you so happy and content with your life? Everything is going well. Everything is perfect. Everything is what it should be right now. It's going smoothly. Really think about this question and be honest with yourself. How are you feeling? How has it been in your life personally? As you're thinking about that question, if you're a 1, if you're very unhappy right now, think about that and think about what you could do to change that, to become happier, to be better. What could you change? If you're having problems with your parents, conflict with your parents, arguments, disagreements, what could you do to settle that and just put everything aside and realize these are my parents no matter what. No matter what, they love me, and they're going to be my parents until the day I die. Even after that, like, no matter what, through thick and thin. Are you having conflict with your boyfriend or girlfriend? The relationship is really rocky right now. You're very unhappy. If it's something you can solve, sit down with that person, talk it out, make it better. Make it better so that both of you can move on in your life and be happy and not hold a grudge with each other. Either do that or talk to each other and just move on. Talk to each other, look each other in the eyes, and let each other know that this isn't meant to be. It's just not meant to be. Because everyone has a life purpose, and some things just don't work out for a reason. It doesn't mean that that person is bad. It doesn't mean you're bad. It just means that there's something else out there for you guys. And look at each other and say, we both need to be happy. We care about each other enough to let each other go and be happy our separate ways. Know that we had a good time together, but it just didn't work out. If you're a 5, if you're doing okay, but you could be doing better, what is it that will make it better? What's something that will just be the icing on the cake that'll just top what you have going on right now? Is that your job? You're in a position that you really like, but you wish that you could be a manager instead. How could you get that manager job position if it's not at the workplace you're at? Maybe there's other opportunities somewhere else for you. If you're a 5 and you are feeling okay about your body, the way you look, but it's not what you want yet, what could you do to make it there, to make it better? Do you need to work out more? Do you need to just change your eating style? Do you need to stop eating out completely and just eat from home? What's something that's going to just make it a little bit better to help you reach your goal? If you're a 10, you're extremely content with your life right now. Everything's going well. What's going to keep motivating you to do that? What's going to keep motivating you to do well, to keep pushing, to keep going? If you have a fitness goal, what's going to make you're almost there at that goal? What's going to make you keep pushing? Are you going to put that weight goal on your phone as a screenshot to say, this is the goal and I'm going to make it? Are you going to set your phone to a certain time every day to make sure that you go to the gym at that time? Are you going to go to the grocery store and buy the food that you know will help you get to that goal and stick to that? I think this 1 to 10 scale and rating how happy you are with your life right now is really important, because it shows you what you need to do to improve that number. If you're at a 1, what can you do to at least get it to a 5? If you're at a 5, what can you do to get it to a 10? If you're at a 10, what could you do to keep it there or get it higher, to feel better, to feel like your life is getting even better? These are things to ask yourself in order to feel more motivated in your life. And this kind of goes along with question number 3. What are your 5 biggest priorities in your life? What are 5 things that you have on top of your list that mean the most to you, that you will not let go of, that you are motivated to get done? What are 5 priorities? 5 priorities that you really, really have and are going to stick to. If you have kids, are your priority your kids? To give them the best life that they could possibly have. If you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, is your priority to keep them happy, or to be the best boyfriend or girlfriend you can to them? Another important question to ask yourself is, how have you changed these past 5 years? What has happened in your life that made you change from 5 years ago? If you look back at that time, were you immature? Were you not responsible? Or were you mature and responsible and that changed now? Do you have the same friends as you did 5 years ago? Do you still talk to that certain family member? Do you still have the same boyfriend or girlfriend? How have you changed your life these past 5 years? Has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? If it's gotten worse, why did it get worse? Were you that person that was good 5 years ago that was really focused and now you picked the wrong people to hang out with? Your life is crumbling. You're choosing to do the wrong things. Your mindset has changed. Your priorities changed for the worse, and you just don't feel like you did 5 years ago. Were you happy with your body 5 years ago? And now you let yourself go. Or were you irresponsible and immature 5 years ago? And now you have improved so much that you don't even recognize that person. Really think about that question and think about how you could go back to being the person that you were 5 years ago and how happy you were. Or think about how much you improved since 5 years ago. How your life has gotten so much better. How you're so much happier and how you're so grateful that things have changed for a reason. You're happy that you let those friends go that backstabbed you or talked about you or did you wrong. Or you're happy that you let that negative family member go because they were just putting negativity in your life. Or that toxic relationship. You're happy it's not something that you needed. You wanted love, but you didn't need it. I think this question is really important because it helps you reevaluate yourself on how much better you have done or what you feel like you should go back to. And this is another question, question number 5. Do you forgive yourself enough? Are you too harsh on yourself? Do you give yourself enough credit for what you do? It's important that you forgive yourself and let it go. Forgive and forget. Because holding that grudge is only going to linger and linger and linger onto you forever. And you're going to feel like you could have done better, or that shouldn't have happened, or it's your fault. You're going to feel that weight on you. And it's not going to help you move forward in your life. It's not going to help you get to those goals or help you feel like you're worth it. And we all make mistakes in life, and it's okay to forgive yourself. You don't need anyone's approval. Just do it for yourself. Do it because you need it to feel better, to feel like you can move on in your life. And nobody else can tell you that you're not worth it or that you can't do it. Because every single person here makes mistakes. We learn from it, we change from it, and we move on. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for letting yourself stay so long in that relationship when it should have ended a while ago. Forgive yourself for treating the parents the way you did when you lived with them or when you're living with them now. Forgive yourself for not being there for your brother or your sister when something happened. Forgive yourself. Because forgiveness will go a long way in your life. Forgive that person too. Let it go. Move on so you can be happy, so you can focus on other things. Next question: what people do you want in your life, and how will they contribute in your life? This is definitely something that people need to think about, more people need to think about, because every single person on this earth is different in so many ways. Their lifestyle, the way they eat, the way they think, the way they feel, the way they react to things. What kind of people do you want in your life? Do you want people who are constantly positive, or people who hype you up consistently? Or do you want those people that complain every single minute, that nag about everything, that talk crap about people, that want to see people do bad? Do you want people that are going to be there for you when you need them? Or do you want someone who's only going to be there when it's convenient for them? Think about the people you want in your life, because those people will contribute to how your life is going to go down the road. Believe it or not, those people that you bring around you will contribute to that. If you're trying to live a positive life, you don't want drama, you don't want bad things around you, don't bring those type of people around you. Let them go. There's so many other people out here that you can make friends with. So many people that you could meet that'll actually bring, that happiness or positivity that you want in your life. Because like I said in the beginning of this video, the only person that you will always have is yourself, no matter what. So this is why, again, that this video is so important to really think about, because you think you need other people to survive. You think you need people's confirmation, but you don't. All you need is yourself. All you need is yourself to achieve your goals, to be happy. So again, what kind of people do you want in your life? What kind of energy do you want to surround yourself with? Do things for yourself, or do you do things for others? Do you give second chances? Do you believe in second chances? I believe that second chances are good. I feel like, depending on the situation, that everyone deserves a second chance, because we make mistakes. Like I said earlier, we make mistakes and we learn from them and we change from them. When we change from them, that second chance was worth it, Giving that person the second chance is the line, though, is the bottom line. If they mess up that second chance, then it's done with. You gave that person a chance to think twice. You don't give them a third time. If they care about you, if they love you, if they want to be in your life, they will put their all into making that second chance worth it. Do things to make yourself happy, or do you do things to make other people happy? Do you do it for yourself, or do you do it for other people's entertainment? If you do it for other people's entertainment, is that something that makes you happy? Is that something that you're willing to do forever? Because once you get into that mode of, doing it for other people, to have other people's attention, you will continue to do that, and then you kind of wean away from, doing things that make you happy, that make you proud, that make you feel content with how your life's going. So really think about that question and ask yourself, what could I do more for myself in my life to make me happy, to make my goals even better? Don't do it because this person is doing it. I mean, if they want to give you advice on if they're doing something good, then go for it. But don't do it because they're doing it or because they want you to do it. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because you feel good about it. Do it for you. Because again, this is your life. This isn't the chance you got. You only get one life. And you need to live it how you want to live it. Everyone is different in their own way. We are not the same. No person is the same. No person is perfect. Perfect doesn't exist. We all have our mistakes. We all have our flaws. And it's just important to do what makes you happy. And those that support you will support you. They won't think twice about it. If they want to see you happy, they will be there. To really understand the kind of person that you are you an introvert or an extrovert? An introvert is somebody who is quiet, reserved, thoughtful, doesn't want any special attention, or engage in big groups or just be out there, They're more to themselves. They enjoy their own energy. They enjoy their alone time. Or are you an extrovert? Somebody who finds energy in interactions with other people. That attention around you. Be out there. Be around a bunch of people. Be the center of attention kind of thing. Depending on who you are is what you should surround yourself with. If you're an introvert and you're somebody who enjoys your own energy, enjoys your own comfort, your own peace, doesn't need all that excess people around you or excess energy, like you feel content with your own energy, and that's what makes you comfortable, then stick to that. If you're an extrovert, you're somebody who likes to be out there, doesn't like to be stuck in the house by themselves, likes to be with friends consistently, likes to be with family, likes to explore, adventure. I think this question is really important because it lets each and every one of us know who fits in what group. Like, if you have a friend that's an introvert and you're an extrovert, you kind of understand, okay, that's why they're like that, because they're introvert. They like to be with them by themselves. They have their own energy. They don't like to be around a lot of people. Maybe that's why that friend doesn't go out with you often to all these parties or to all these get-togethers or to places that have a lot of people. It's not that they don't like being around you or that they don't want to be next to you or want to be your friend. It's just they're an introvert. And if you're an extrovert, you always want to do things, be around people, and you have a family member, a friend, coworker that's an introvert, like they're very serious. They want to, do things their way and get it done, and they rather just be at home or do things on their own. So maybe that's why they don't ask you, oh, let's go do this, let's go do that. Like, they just enjoy their energy, and it's nothing against you. It's just the type of person that they are. If you could give advice to your younger self, what would you say? What would you say to your younger self? If you could give your younger self advice, what would you say? I mean, this could range from, say you're 20 years old, say when you were like 16, what advice would you give to your younger self? I think some advice that most people in the 20 year to 30 year range could give to their 16, 18-year-old self to be aware of your surroundings. Don't trust everybody. Everybody is going to change. One person can be nice to you one day and the next day they turn on you. Another piece of advice I would say people would give to their younger self is to think twice before you do things sometimes. Sometimes we make decisions that are just so quick that we don't realize what we did and we're like, oh, shouldn't have done that because now look where I'm at, or now look what happened. I think this question is a good question to ask yourself, what you would do or say to your younger self, because it helps you think about, the generations coming up, or when you have kids, or if you have kids now. It helps you think about what you would say to them because you already went through it. With social media, don't take social media serious, because so many things on social media are fake, not true, not accurate. There's so many things in this world that we go through, and then later on we're like, now I know why that happened, or I shouldn't have done this because look where it got me. Is it fear? Is it toxic energy? A toxic relationship? Is it something within yourself? Do you have an insecurity? Do you something that is just really stuck with you that you just can't let go of? You can't stop thinking about, or that every time you think about it, it makes you upset. What's bothering you? Be honest with yourself. Think about it. Write it down. What's bothering you, and how do you think you can change that? What is something that'll make it better, or that it will change your mindset on it? Something that could be bothering you is your relationship with your sibling. You don't talk much. You don't really have a connection, but you want that connection. You might want that connection because you feel alone, or you feel like that's somebody you could possibly trust to talk to, or you just miss that love of having a sibling close to you. Is having negative energy, toxic energy around you bothering you? Do you feel like certain people in your life are not being serious with you, or not being honest with you? If you feel iffy about somebody, like you're not sure if they should be in your life or not, then they probably shouldn't be in your life. Because if you have to second guess that and think about that about a certain person, it's probably meaning because that person did something to you that you are uncomfortable with, or that you didn't agree with. And it's something that you should let go, because that toxic energy is going to continue to be there. You're going to continue to be about it, to think about it. And it's something that is bothering you. So you want to get rid of that energy. Same goes with if you're dealing with somebody in a relationship that you're not getting along with. It's bothering you. It's going to stick to you every day as long as you're in a relationship with that person. So it's important to ask yourself, what's bothering me? Why do I feel like this every freaking day? why am I feeling down, or why do I feel uneasy to feel that energy every time that name is brought up or that situation is brought up. You back from living your dream. Pulling you back from living your dream is your mindset, restricting yourself, telling yourself that you can't do that, or you're not capable of doing it, or someone else is doing it better, so why would I be able to do it just as good? Your mindset could be holding you back from going towards your dream. And that can change by changing your mindset. Just change how you think about that. Don't say I can't, say I can do it and I will do it because so many people have done it, so why couldn't I do it? Tell yourself that. It's important to tell yourself that. If you have a dream or if you have a goal and you want to meet that goal so bad, you need to take those steps to get there. It doesn't hurt to try. If you don't try, you will never know. You will never know what you could have been or how far you could have gone. Think about how many things could change in your life for the better because you made that one step or you made that next step. So what's holding you back from living your dream? And what steps do you need to get there? This video was made for you to not get to know somebody else, how somebody else is, how somebody else lives their life, but getting to know about you, who you are and who you want to be. Realize your potential. Realize how worthy you are, because we all have self-worth, because we are all worth it. No matter what, we are all worth it. We all have differences. That's what makes us unique, is being different and having those different goals, different dreams, different lifestyles. That's what makes us different. We are not the same. We're not here to be the same. We're here to be different and share our differences with people and just be who we want to be. When we're older, when we're a grandma and grandpa, 70, 80 years old, we want to be able to look back at our life and say, I'm happy with who I was at that time. I'm happy that I changed. I'm happy that I got to know more about myself in order to live the life that I wanted. For watching this video, and please leave a comment down below if this helped you